got 72 fish tanks in your house in Hessville?
Yeah. Yes.
You know, when was this?
This was when I was really little, elementary school.
So like in the early 90s, something mid 90s?
Yeah, in the 90s.
Because you know now, if you if that showed up on the power grid that you were sucking that much power into your home, they would show up thinking that you had a marijuana growing facility, but instead it was fish, correct? So
Yes, it was
72,
always fish.
and I mean, what was it like in the hallways, in the kitchen,
Well, we
and
had three levels. They were on our main floor, and in our basement was basically just, it looked like a fish store. It was just
because
shelves of,
not a lot of people come out of Morton and go and study fisheries and aquatic sciences, correct?
correct. Actually, there wasn't a lot of people. There was probably only 12 people in my class, me and one other girl in that major for most of the years I was there. So it's not a very popular major
So only
anyways.
two women in the whole program,
Yes.
and were you guys friends?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good. And what's your favorite kind of fish then?
My favorite?
Yeah, your favorite kinds of fish. I mean, do you like saltwater fish? Do you like freshwater?
I like to take care of freshwater,
Okay.
and because saltwater is super hard. But saltwater fish are beautiful. So I couldn't pick a favorite only because there's so many and they're so cool.
So when you're flipping through the channels and you catch Discovery Channel and they have like a fish show and you watch it automatically.
Um, yeah, probably.
So I mean, do you have I mean, what do you want to do with that? Or are you already doing it?
Um, I would love to be out in the field working, you know, in the environment with the fish, helping, making a difference some way or another. And working here is great because education is one of the major things that I do besides running the Environmental Education Center. So teaching um,
Teaching kids about fish is
kids
interesting.
and adults too, the chaperones and the teachers are just as amazed as I am about some of the cool things about
So you come at it from more of an
not in
environmental
Hammond where our
side.
facility is. We do co-mix things because the reuse room does have a lot of coming in and a lot of sorting and organizing in our room before we put what we don't need out for recycling. And we do put things out for recycling if we do get it donated. If it is dirty, we don't keep dirty things. So we do recycle some of the donations, unfortunately. So if you do want to come and donate to our reuse room, go ahead and wash that for us, please, so it's not dirty because we don't want to give out
What do
dirty
you mean?
stuff.
What kind of stuff gets?
Dirty as in dusty or with animal hair. We don't want to stock
She
things
takes,
that,
we take all kinds of
No, but
things.
what do
yeah.
you mean?
Egg
What kind of
cartons
things
is
you
a
take?
perfect example. Styrofoam egg cartons, with big demand for them because teachers come back and use them for projects within the school. Yarn, metal cans, plastic cans, what else?
All kinds of stuff.
Material.
Now is a great time actually because a lot of people are starting spring cleaning. So we get all kinds of things from old fabrics, sewing materials, craft materials, old crayons, um, anything you could think of that you don't need anymore, but you don't think it should go in the garbage can just yet. Maybe somebody else can get some use out of it. We like to say a lot, one man's trash is another man's treasure in the reuse room.
Packing peanuts. We get an enormous number of packing peanuts that go right back out, and people are reusing them either for little art projects or they're using them to repack and reuse again.
Right.
209-845-1100. Racine Kovac is in here along with Jeff Langbehn. Let's go to some phone calls. Let's go to Walter on line 3. Walter, what are you doing?
Good morning. I hope it's acceptable if I go off topic a little bit here. My wife sent me to the store to get some light bulbs. I came home with the energy conserving light bulbs, and she says, "Oh no, you made a mistake." She tells me they contain mercury. So she asked me, she basically told me it's up to me now to find out how we dispose of these light bulbs, and if we accidentally break one around the house, how do we clean it up? Can the Solid Waste District offer any insight on this?
Sure. First of all, your wife is correct. Whether fluorescent or some of the new energy efficient ones do have mercury in them, but any of the light bulbs, once that they've passed their useful life, you can just pick up the phone and call our office, 769-3820, and depending where you're at, we'll either make arrangements for you to help get them to our facility or tell you about where there's a drop-off that you can take them, and then we package those back up and we return them back to the manufacturers. They're dismantled and handled appropriately, but she's absolutely right.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Why would they put such a dangerous chemical in these things?
Well, when you look at fluorescent tubes, we've all seen a fluorescent tube that breaks. The the dusting that you see in the inside of those is actually has some mercury compounds in it, and it's because it's efficient from a standpoint of light emissions. And beyond that, I can't tell you why it's allowed, but it is a fact. There is mercury in it, and it has to be dealt with.
If we accidentally do break when they're at the house, are there any proper procedures to clean this up?
Yeah, actual first thing is be very, very careful, because you've got to be careful if you get yourself cut with that. You have the possibility of introducing some mercury-bearing compounds into your skin. So be very careful. If you're going to do it, wear some heavy gloves, sweep it up, try not to breathe any of the dust or the material that's there, throwing out into pets or anybody getting to it. Put it into a sealed plastic bag, and either call our office or make arrangements to get it to our office, and then we'll help you take care of it.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
All right,
Bye.
here it is, right off the internet. True. CFLs, which are what energy-saving light bulbs, contain mercury, a potentially dangerous substance. While mercury stays safely contained in intact energy-saving light bulbs, it escapes from broken light bulbs into the immediate surroundings.
That's correct.
Wow.
Now it's minuscule. It's a small amount. But the reality of it is that it is dangerous.
The breakage of energy-saving light bulbs needs to be handled with care, and certain procedures should be followed in removing the broken bulb and its contents from a home.
Correct.
I did not know that. Did you know that, Racine?
Yes, I did.